Another winter morning on the ever determining saga of production day number 3. Look at those ducks or goose or whatever, they're like flying super close to the ground. That's super cool. Ground, the deck, the ocean. That's way cool. They're just barely skimming the surface. Anyway, here we are. Day number 3, we're waiting to get in, well, to that little closed gated community. We've been to so many of these places that are like, you can't come in here, and guess what, we're coming in. And more host wrap stuff today. And then we're gonna go back to doing some B-roll stuff with people like running on the beach and going on a date and all kinds of fun stuff. So there we go. So the problem with anywhere you shoot that has a cool location is it access and parking and all kinds of stuff. But once you figure out the access and the parking, then you get to do something like this. Pretty cool. We're gonna be over here for the first shot anyway. First shot. It's gonna be Racha, looking out over this vista. I don't know if it's called, it's not vista, I just what I like to call it. So we're gonna drop track right here. Here, talent's gonna be right about there. And we're just gonna be running shiny board. Maybe pull out the 6x, but I think we're small enough that we can just do 4x stuff. And we'll pull our 2500 LED out so it's consistent. And that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go start unloading stuff because the only way to get through is that little alleyway I just walked down, which is too bad, but to put the carts out here. So here we've rigged a little C-stand, there it is, for our lenser on the dolly so that it travels with him. Doesn't have to have the sun right in his lens the whole time. There's my lenser right there. I'm stationary, so I don't do anything. And then we have bounce card, the Dayton Tech 2500 for our fill-in for the sun here, and then our sun, of course, is our rim. And we have another kind of rim right there, our shiny board. So we've been kind of trying to do like a double edge on it, which is kind of cool. And on mic. So there you go. And we're running wireless to both cameras so that we don't have to jam them. And it's safety. So here we are. And what we ended up doing was putting this lovely plywood down, because trying to balance, in sand is almost impossible. And would have brought some, but we were lucky enough to have a hardware store real close, so that's problem solving on the fly. So we have plywood for the dolly, two pieces of a 4x8. I grabbed one for my camera back here. I had one for the mic, and if we wanted more, potentially we had it, for the other lights. But the lights themselves and the combo stands, they can just sink in without worrying about toppling over. So throw some sand on them and whatnot. Sand, get it? We're in the sand. Anyway, so yeah, the biggest thing we have to watch out is stepping on the plywood will shake the camera, so you gotta be careful where we're stepping. Dolly grip, what he's doing, what he's moving. And so now we have this cool shot of down the beach. Again, we're keying with the 2500, and looks like we're ready to go. Let's do it. just like that, it's the end of the day. Today we had constant helicopters flying out from the bases around, and people doing construction along the beach, houses. But we survived. We got through 3 setups. Now we're just getting some Ronin walking on the beach shots, and we're waiting. Hey, is she coming down? Copy that. Waiting on talent. So we're packing up there, gonna get everything put away. Yeah. You can hear a helicopter behind. Such a beautiful sunset though. We were fighting the sun. All you can see, I'm trying to focus on me, or the ocean. Whatever. Anyway, we were fighting, oh there you go. We were fighting the sun all day long as far as exposure for our talent's faces. They were trying to read the teleprompter, so we had to be really close to them. But at the same time, we wanted to be able to, obviously, we had I think I showed you guys, we had the bounces up in their faces, and our 2500 burning, and they were just like the whole time like hard to even just stand in the way we were lighting them because it was so bright, because we were trying to be able to still expose for the outside because the beach looks so cool. So anyway, here comes Shannon and our shots. It's not really sunny right now, so we'll have to open up. Okay guys, we had a lot of moving parts today. This is day number 4, and it's kind of the end of this location, but we had paddle boarders and canoers and jet skiers and boats and all kinds of stuff doing their thing out here. We were out in the boat shooting some B-roll. And then, yeah, she left.
She left?
Yeah.
So we're done with the paddleboards. All right, I'm going to load those.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to run to the car really quick.
And then we interviewed everybody too, so we had to pick a good spot for interviewing after doing the B-roll. So yeah, a lot of moving parts today, not a lot of hands, so I didn't get to shoot anything, but just as always, dealing with the sun and then a bounce. And whoops, because I knocked my microphone off into the cement. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next location. So I'm gonna pack stuff up, and we don't have the trailer today. Or yeah, we just grabbed. There's the van. There's the van. We grabbed the van and just got the essentials in it because we got to move fast and lean today. So still running the red for interviews, and then B-roll stuff. Running the Ronin. Where'd it go? Somewhere down there. I have it all covered up so it's not gonna get sandy. Yeah, still beautiful day. Even though I've got a headache now from squinting into the sun the whole time. Look at that. PCH. Got a little sun, didn't I? Okay, everybody. Well, that's it. Heading back home. Truck's all loaded up. Got the trailer hooked back up. And we did some man on the street stuff. Ran out of time for their flights to get everything we wanted. We did quite a few, but not all of them. It's my new glasses. But now we are off and running back towards Utah. So I'll probably make it to Vegas. And stop over there. But okay, change of plans. Don't go home. Get stuck on the side of the road because the rig is dead. Something to do with the batteries. I have 2 batteries in that sucker because it's a big old truck. And yeah, something to do with the voltage regulator or something, because as I started out, I had 16 volts on the meter, on the gauge, and then just about 20 miles north of Baker, she started getting really dim with the headlights and all the gauges went down, and then it just wouldn't go anymore. So trying to figure out my options. Right now it's like $1,000 to get it towed 20 miles back to Baker, partly because it's the van and the trailer, and they don't charge by mileage, they charge by time I guess it takes them to drive, / it's the only town out here, so they can charge whatever they want.
But right now the plan is, lucky enough, I've got a friend of mine who's in Vegas. He's gonna go buy me another battery at the Walmart. I'm gonna drop it in, either turn around and go to Baker and get it fixed, or try and scoot forward to whatever town is next. It's like an hour to Vegas. I don't know if the battery lasts that long. We'll see. Sigh. So, always an adventure. It's always something, right? So, sorry, honey. I was going to try and get home early and surprise you guys, but now I might get home later. We'll see. So now it's midnight, standing in the desert. And I can't decide if it's safer to stand out in the desert where something might eat me, or standing. There she is. All stuck. Okay, good news is I got the old battery out. That was a big question mark whether that was going to come out or not. Last time I tried to change the battery in this sucker, I had to take it in because it was so rusted in there. So anyway, that's a good sign. So now I'm just waiting on my buddy to bring the other battery. Good times. So the saga continues. I think the alternator's dead. They're checking on a price now, but it's not charging anything, which is no surprise, right? With nothing being charged. So we'll see how much that's going to cost me. So we are in Nevada at the shop. Exciting. Okay, here's my new best friend, Johnny. He's gonna fix her up. We'll be on the road again.
We'll be down in a few minutes.
So what is the alternator, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Sad.
That.
Sad.
Jump.
Hear that? All done. Just gonna test it. Get back on the road. It's about 9 o'clock Vegas, so gonna 5.5, maybe 6 hours home.